Good afternoon. This nail art is for when you are in a hurry and your client wants the art, and so I like to do this one because it definitely is one that's faster and the cost is so minimal, but yet what you can charge is greater. So honestly, this is all it's going to use. It's going to use 4 colors, a dotting tool, top coat. So once again, as always, this would be your enhanced nail. You would have a base coat on that because I always believe in the base coat. One nail is going to be yellow. And as for any application, less is best on your gel polish so it does not ripple. Put majority down the center. Fan out your bristles. Push up to the cuticle and all the way down. And this tip, just like my others, remember I talked about hot gluing them on? Not only do I have glue strings around, but my hot glue gun must be hotter today, and it made all my tips a little wonky towards what would be the cuticle area, so I apologize for that. Okay, all the way down, long, even strokes. Go over it one more time just to make sure there's no air bubbles, and it allows it to self-level, so allow it to settle out a moment. And then cure. This other one is going to be pink. Let me just get this hot glue off to begin with, huh? Be a good plan. The bulk down the center. Fan out your bristles. Push up to the cuticle and drag it all the way down. And like always, it's worth it to take your time applying the gel polish. The more even your gel polish is, the longer lasting it's going to be. So it does not create any ripples. I can still see it's a little uneven there. I'm going to add a little bulk and then blend that all the way through. Much better. Allow it to settle out and then cure. This is the fun one. I'm going to use all 3 colors. This is why this technique is so fast. I always start with the lightest color first. That way, if for some reason as I dot this along and I pick up a darker color, it's not going to ruin my lightest color. Put it on very randomly. No rhyme or reason, and the messier, the better. I want these to slightly overlap, but I'm going to do that afterwards. So when you're applying it, try to get it next to it, but not on it. Come in with my 3rd color. And because I don't want it to get onto my brush, I'm just going to dot it on. Maybe a little bit here. That by itself is cool, right? But I'm going to use my dotting tool, and then I'm going to spread my colors around, slightly marbling it into the surrounding. So obviously turquoise and yellow will bring me in a green. Just keep mixing that. Turquoise and pink is going to bring me a purple, and the pink and the yellow is going to bring me an orange. Marble this background. You can use a brush to do this as well. Slowly blending all these colors together. If you need to add a little bit more because you see that it's not blending well, then you can just dab on a little bit more color. So like for instance right here, I'm going to dab on a little bit more of that turquoise. Blend it around, creating a very unique background. There's going to be flowers on this, so it just makes it even more fun. This is a one coat, so you want to make sure that however you have this started, back to for fun, I'm going to bring this turquoise over a little bit more. My flowers are going to be white, so I want a little bit darker background. And the green is very pretty on here. So being that it's just going to be one layer, we don't go over this with a second layer. You want to make sure it's even all the way down on the sides. Not too thick, it should not be running off, but just a nice layering of it. Allow it to kind of self-level out. Being that you dabbed it on, I like to take my fingers up the side and just remove any excess. That way I'll keep my shaping to be true. And then you're going to cure that in the light. I'm going to do my second layer on these. Allow it to settle. And then cure. Did I hit that? And of course these are all neon, so in the light they are so bright. Long strokes. Allow it to settle. And then cure. We're done with the gel polish already, so this is time we can get those out of the way. I'm going to come in with white. Dab it on my desk. You can use a tile or piece of foil, whatever works best for you on that. Bring these back out. Oh, there's our trio. On this one, I'm just gonna add, in fact, I'm gonna use a medium, and so this one's too big, this one's too little. So sometimes having different dotting tools will help you out to create whatever size you want. So I think I'm gonna use this one. And on this one, I'm just gonna do the 3 dots randomly pattern over the entire nail. And then set that in the light. Like I said, this is one of those that's super fast. This one has a flower on it. Oh, this one, you know what guys, I didn't set it long enough. I got sidetracked. So see how it starts to ripple when it's not set long enough? That's why I always do a full complete cure on there. So I am gonna wipe that back off, and you can tell, like, look what it does when it doesn't set all the way. My first coat set, my second one did not. So here's how to troubleshoot this. If I take this off with alcohol, it's only gonna take off the part that did not set cure properly, and it's gonna leave it kind of rough. You're gonna wanna use a buffer. You could take it completely off, but I'm not troubleshooting. I'm going to use just a regular buffer. Buff it till it completely blends. It might take off part of the gel polish, but that's okay because that's not set. happens in real life. Maybe the client's hand wasn't in there right. You know, you didn't realize the light turned off. Take your alcohol, wipe that excess off. So you're back to having a smoother finish, and then come back in and reapply. So to make sure, I'm going to set this one again. That's why sometimes people flash cure. I don't. I do it every step of the way, the complete timing of it. All the way down, long strokes. Allow it to settle out. And then do a complete cure, unlike what I did. When I pulled the other ones out, it turned that light off. Okay, so this one with the polka dots is ready for its top coat. Now we're going to add some flowers to this. We're going to use the gel polish to do it. Once again, I'm going to use a smaller, like a medium size one. So flowers like this are fun and easy because you do a dot and you outline where you want your petals to be. Then you take, I'm going to use the same end. Sometimes you use a smaller end and you just drag them to the center. It's a quick and easy outline where you want it to be. And drag in. Once you're happy with that, and like right now they're not moving around a whole lot, so I can come in and I can add in more dots. So we had the theme of the 3 dots on the yellow one, so I'll just keep with that theme. Add your centers and cure. So we're back to the pink one. That looks a lot better, no ripples on it. So we're going to do the same flower again. Line up where I want my petals and drag them in. The theme of those 3 little dots are on all of them. Add a center and cure. When you're done with your paint, you can just take your alcohol or your acetone and just wipe it up. The next step is top coating. That's how quick and easy this one is. So I'm going to use a tack-free top coat. Long, even strokes every step of the way. You'll probably get tired of hearing me say that, but that is the key to a good gel polish. Cap your free edge just slightly. Allow that to settle out. And cure. Once again, this is one that the cost-wise is no different than the 2 layers of gel polish. You used a little bit of extra white for all the nail art, and that's the only difference. So the cost on this is so little. Time is fast, but what you can charge is even more. But once again, it goes by what products you use, what is your overhead, how much time did it take for you to do this, and then charge that way. There's no possible way that you can always charge with who is down the street and what they're offering. And you did all this by hand, so do you think your clients are gonna, be willing to pay a little bit more for that? So once again, our setup here, I used dotting tools, pink, white, yellow, and turquoise tack-free top coat. Quick and easy. Pink with flowers, cute yellow polka dots, and your accent nail to bring it all together. I'll get a picture posted for you on that one. Quick and easy and so fun, and obviously a big impact on that. You can, add a glitter top coat or whatnot to that as well if you want to add, a little bit more layering to that. You can. Obviously a different combination of colors, but this is spring theme, so it's fun for spring. Thank you so much.